What's good, YouTube? It's your boy here, First Timer Auto, coming at you with a new video. Today we're going to be doing another oil change and an air filter change on this 2014 Acura RDX. Just want to thank my cousins who drove up from Texas for letting me mess with their car here and doing their service real quick, show them how we do it up here in Colorado. But if you're trying to do your own oil change on any vehicle, really, it's going to be pretty much the same. First thing you want to do is you want to get the car jacked. Go ahead and get the front tires lifted. Make sure that you have something along the back and square off that back tire just in case there's any kind of movement. Once you get the car lifted, then you want to get under the car and you want to remove the head gasket and start draining the oil from the oil pan. Once you get under the car, you need to locate the oil pan. And this is going to be the same for any car, but in this Acura, they make it real easy for us, and they write engine oil right there, and there's that head bolt or that head gasket. Happens to be a 17mm bolt, so that's what we want to remove to start draining the oil. Make sure you have a oil pan underneath that to catch all the oil. We also want to locate the oil filter, and in this Acura, also very easy. If you just go straight up from that head gasket there's the oil filter. It's going to be easier to access if you turn this front tire to the right, just so you have a little more room right there. But there's the oil filter that you want to switch. And once you got the oil flowing down here into the pan, you can come up to the top. And once you get up to the top, you can unscrew the oil lid, and that'll just help the air circulate and get that oil out of there a little bit quicker. Also, for these Acura engines, they have this little engine cover. You just use a little pressure, you can actually just pull these straight up. They just have these little knobs that go into these circles here. And as the oil's draining, you can go ahead and remove the oil filter. It's going to be located right here next to this front passenger tire. Once you go ahead and get this unscrewed, there may be some oil that leaks out of there, so just make sure that you have the oil pan slightly moved so it fixes the oil that's going to be dripped here. Go ahead and get this removed, and then you can go ahead and put the new oil filter, get the new oil filter replaced. There, you're good. And just remember, before replacing the new oil filter, get a little bit of oil on your finger and just get some of that new oil on this rubber seal. Just make sure you get it all the way around, and then you can go ahead and install or replace this new filter. When draining, go ahead and put this head gasket back on. Go ahead and get that tightened down, and you can start refilling the oil from the top. Cool. And the RDX is 4.5 quarts or 4.3 liters. So just make sure that you fill the appropriate amount, because if you do put more than the capacity allows, you'll notice that you'll leak oil as you start and shut off your car. So if you buy this large 5 quarts, just remember that this is quarts. There is a measurement along the side that you can actually kind of eyeball, just make sure, but again, don't fill more than the 4.3 liters or 4.5 quarts. And once you think you've got the right amount of oil in there, go ahead and put the oil cap back on, start the car, let it run for a few seconds, shut it off, and then check the oil level just to make sure that you have the proper amount of oil in there. The final thing we got to do is reset the oil indicator here in the car. So what you can do is you're going to come in, you don't want to turn the car on, but just go ahead and hit the start, and then go through this menu. You want to hit these up arrow here until you come to customize settings, I believe. There you go. Go ahead and hit select reset button, and then we're going to go down to let's see here, maintenance info. That looks about right. Let's try maintenance info. Oil life reset, cancel. Let's go up to reset there. Reset maintenance, reset completed. So that is it. Gonna switch that engine air filter. Pretty simple here. There's these two little switches or clamps that are holding this down. Then you can lift this guy up here. And once you got this up, you can pull the filter out, just like that. This guy's pretty nasty. And we will be replacing it with this guy here. You can see that you've got this little knob right there, so just make sure that those are all aligned correctly. And that slides right back into place like that. And then just make sure you get the clamps back up in place. New engine air filter replaced. Right, and getting to the air cabin filter, it's pretty easy. You're gonna have this nice little shelf that's in here. Just go ahead and pull this guy out, just pull it straight back. And then down here you'll have these two little notches. You see these little indentions. Just go in there and pull those down. And that's your air cabin filter right there. To release that, on the left side, you're gonna have this little button. Go ahead and click that. It's not a push, it's a pull actually. Push it towards the middle. And there's one on the right as well. Just a little knob that you're going to push to the inside. And there is your cabin air filter right here. Now the most important thing when you're replacing the cabin air filter is making sure that you have the airflow going correctly. You can see right in here they have the arrows pointing down, so it says airflow pointing down. So when you put in your cabin air filter, you'll see that it also has the arrows to let you know which way the air has to flow through. So just make sure that those match when you replace the cabin air filter. You are all set. That's replacing the oil, the engine oil filter, the engine air filter, the cabin air filter in this 2014 Acura RDX. Thanks for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. We'll have some new videos coming out soon. Stay safe out there until we come out with some new videos. Keep turning those wrenches. Thanks, guys.